So today I'm going to ask you the obvious question. We talk about a foreign army coming in the refugee column. One's being flown in, one's coming across the border. And a long time ago I talked about primitive infantry, edge weapons, primitive weapons, and those skills. Many of these people that are coming in, they are criminals with a lot of experience. They are enforcers for cartels, gangs, political organizations, so on and so forth. And when you look at them, a lot of them, the normal weaponry they use are machetes. And what nobody looks at is the mass of humans that are coming in over the border. And a lot of them are adept at using machetes and edge weapons to fight with. And then you have professional soldiers mixed in with them. That is your primitive infantry that we've talked about for 10 years. Now, when we're looking at this refugee column and we think about how they have no issues fighting the police force or military forces in their own countries, we can see how this translates with the incident in New York where they had no issues fighting with the police. Now, if you're importing enemy forces into the country and they're not afraid of making contact in a combat sense with police forces and military forces, that means they have no qualms at all making contact with you and fighting you. And when we look at this situation, it's similar to the war that was fought in the Philippines against the Moros. The Moros would use edge weapons. They would put restricting bands on their arms and legs to limit blood loss. And they would close with and kill the enemy that was equipped with firearms. That incident is what led to the adoption of the .45 automatic, bringing the shotgun back into the U.S. military forces. And when we look forward, we're going to see that there in the United States, as the collapse continues around the world, the U.S. will become more isolated. As countries fall around the world, the refugee column will increase coming into the United States. And we can see that the situation will devolve to the point where in the United States you have a lot of isolated, defended homesteads, portions of cities, compounds, and you're going to be fighting groups of people, whether they're refugees or Americans, that are one of two classes. Either they're going to be a primitive infantry formation, which is going to try to overrun you, or they're going to be stealth forces that are going to try to do blitz attacks against your homestead, your area, the suburbs, or wherever you may be. So an interesting question was asked to me by the authorities during one of my inspections. They asked me what I thought the future of the shotgun was in law enforcement and in the self-defense arena. And I reiterated that people that are on drugs, people using edge weapons at close range, you need high stopping power weapons. And today that seems to have fallen out of favor, with everybody liking the 9mm, the 38, the 5.56, and other weapons. And I have to reiterate, the 5.56 really gets its stopping power from multiple hits in full automatic fire. If you look at the Vietnamese War, it wasn't unusual to have 5 to 10 hits on a human in full automatic fire. That's a capability that the government in their stupidity did away with the 3-round burst. So looking forward, you need to think about high stopping power weapons in close range encounters with multiple individuals equipped with edge weapons. If you look at my old primitive infantry videos, you'll see where I'm coming from. Please share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.